Welcome to Talker and Riyadh, the Wheel of Time showcast. I am your host, Joe Perry, here with my co-hosts, Jen Isgro and Tom Kokoza. Jen, how's it going? How you feeling? Are you having a teaser trailer hangover right now?
No, I'm still excited about it. I'm not hungover about it yet. I'm still ready to talk more, try to get this season settled.
As if it's our responsibility.
It is. We need to plot this out so that everyone knows.
We put a lot on ourselves.
And then we ruin it for everyone, so there's no reason to watch it. There you go.
There we go. Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Joe. I also do not feel any kind of letdown from last week's marathon episode. I feel like there's been some more little trickle buzz happening over the last week or so.
Yeah,
things are percolating, and we have a lot to get to ourselves. So
yeah, we want to wrap up our episode breakdowns, and we're going to obviously be crossing things off now that we have a teaser and probably adding things to it. But there is a couple of things that we need to clean up beforehand, and one of them is a huge piece of news. This is a big surprise here, everyone. This is a Talker and Riyadh exclusive. You will not hear this anywhere else, but Jen, Tom, Shor Agdashlu is Elaida.
What? I can't.
Joe, you gotta put the video on.
I just did.
Oh my gosh. Okay. They missed all of Jen's physical comedy for that take.
I'll do it again.
That's a shame.
Well, the video was recording the whole time. They just couldn't see it in Discord.
Well, they needed to see it.
Okay.
So
anyway, yes, they've released the information. They posted the Wheel of Time account on social media, posted, and we saw other, entertainment periodicals. Do they still call them periodicals?
Yeah, sure. You can, yes.
Yes.
Sure they are, Ebenezer.
Many entertainment periodicals have released articles. That Shor Agdashlu is Elaida. Are either of you surprised?
No.
Yeah.
The casting? No. Yeah.
No. Even with the information we had received earlier, What series, What Up, that they actually had her name in the Amazon app when you go to the Wheel of Time season 3 section where you can view the teaser. They had her name listed already. So I don't know, man. You guys gotta do something and get yourselves talking to each other. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, any new feelings about this casting? I think we've talked about this plenty, but
the one thing I'd say is I've never watched The Expanse, and so I know of sure from some of her movies and stuff like that. But like the level of excitement from huge fans of hers that were not aware that she was gonna be part of this show was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Multiple people I saw said, I have to watch the Wheel of Time now. Like, we're commenting on social media. So that was like, I was like, oh, this is great. This is exactly what they wanted when they cast her, I think. But yeah, I love that. I love seeing that. I was like, ooh, good. More viewers.
Yeah.
Hopefully they like it.
I hope so too.
I think they will. I think she's going to do a phenomenal job as Elaida. She's a very, accomplished actress and talented actor as well. So I think we're not going to have any issues with that. And I think we might run into the issue that we did with Kate Fleetwood, and we might all come to love Elaida.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She's misunderstood.
Yeah, she just misunderstood. She just
I think she's understood. I think we got it.
No, she's misunderstood. People don't understand her, Tom. We don't understand her.
I definitely think that the show is going to lean into her as like a flawed person rather than an evil person, right? Like, and just really make it like she thinks she's doing the right thing. She thinks she's doing it for the right reasons, and she's just horribly misguided. and you know,
like Dane.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no,
Dane is doing it for the right reason.
Dane's just a good guy on the show so far. We'll see about
That's
season
true.
3.
He is a good guy. Nothing he's done so far has made you think he's a bad guy, or he hasn't done really anything wrong, except for maybe being a White Cloak. And we kind of figure that the White Cloaks are not good people because they cut off the hands of Aes Sedai and burn them. That's
just one, really.
Not his dad.
Well, no, not a lot, right? Valda had a bunch of rings on that.
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of. No, I meant just one White Cloak is like. I feel like honestly, the show is like there's a bad White Cloak more than White Cloaks are bad.
Well, I mean, the other guys are stripping her down and scrubbing her for him.
Yeah. We're scrubbing the lane.
They're not like, hey, I don't like this.
That's not really.
Yeah, there's no conscientious objectors.
I did also want to talk about the scenes that they released at CCXP, right? We had read a Screen Rant article about them, kind of giving a brief description, but somebody who was there at Povo do Dragão was actually at CCXP and posted a summary on Twitter of the 2 scenes. And there's more information in there and some clarifying information, because I think there were things that we were discussing and wondering and coming up with our own theories about where they cleared that up. So I'm gonna go scene 1 was the first scene. So this is a translation
by you.
Yes, this is a translation from Portuguese. So if there's something that sounds weird or wrong here, it's because I don't speak Portuguese. I will now read this in Portuguese. No. We see Rand, Lan, Moraine, and Egwene in a somewhat desert-like location, perhaps close to the Aiel Desert, but there was still plenty of vegetation in the area. The men practice with the sword, and Rand looks disturbed. Lan asks him what happened, but Rand just looks in the other's direction and continues training. In the distance, Moraine talks about a wound on Egwene's neck that is not yet healed, despite the healing applied there. Self-harm, perhaps? The Aes Sedai then talks about Rand's deteriorating mind each time he channels, but Egwene doesn't seem pleased about this. So, interesting things there, and I don't know if it's translation or otherwise, but I think we did talk about the trailer where we thought they might be training or practicing the sword in the waste, but there was vegetation, and I think Tom or you or Jen brought that up. So that seems to be maybe part of that scene that we saw in the teaser. What Rand looking off into the distance when Lan
think
talks
he's starting
to him?
to hear voices.
Yeah, do you think there's?
Well, he's getting distracted.
So maybe he's hearing voices, but the viewers don't hear the voices yet.
Yes,
right? Because I imagine that would have been in this.
Right.
I like that. And then Egwene's wound on her neck that won't heal.
Maybe something from the dream, or maybe this is a residual result of being collared.
Yeah.
From her collar, maybe. From her being, hung by it for a while. But why wouldn't it why wouldn't it heal if healing was applied?
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's a terangrial, right? So maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, maybe it has something to do
Something
with
about
it being
that.
terangrial. Interesting there. We didn't really we got more about this than we had the other time. I think we just knew that it was about Rand and Lan practicing and Moraine and Egwene talking about Rand channeling. So nice little scene there. Any thoughts or questions that either of you might have about this?
No, but I hope that the show does as good a job with the books of not giving you a clear answer about whether Rand is crazy because of channeling or crazy because of the insane amount of pressure that he's under.
Yeah.
Like I hope it's not just like, oh, he's going mad and it's like cut and dry about it, but more along the lines of like the insane amount of stress that this person is under. Like it would be normal for somebody to act like that, and he's also going crazy.
Question just popped into my head. I love that, Tom. I want to know, are we going to get the word taint in this season?
No. I think they call it the corruption.
Yeah.
Corruption.
Yeah.
Damn it. Rafe. I bet you that was one that the Amazon people made him change.
Yeah, probably.
It was probably them.
I wonder when this is taking place.
This is probably on their way to the waste, right?
So episode 2?
But like,
End of episode 1?
Is Avienda with them? Just not in the scene?
It's not in the scene, but it doesn't mean that she's not with them. It could just be like them off to the side. And that means
Egwene already took her accepted test in like episode 1?
1 or 2.
I mean,
this could be episode 3, but yeah, I think maybe 2.
Yeah, I'm guessing that these people leave Tarvalon.
This could be them like outside of Tarvalon, maybe. Like just entering, like right before they enter Tarvalon. It could be right after. I don't know. That's a good question. When we got those scenes at New York Comic Con, they were from episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, so maybe this is episode 2. I don't think they'd go much further into the season than that.
And they were even though we see Matt in episode 1, I thought that this was originally his first scene. Well, it's not an introduction, but because we've already know Matt, but an introduction to that actor.
Didn't we talk?
And it was the introduction to Elaine.
Yeah, didn't we talk that they might have like added a scene in there or something?
Yeah, I think they added that first episode scene in.
Yeah. Just to get him in there. All right. Yeah. Second scene. Now, this is the shredding scene, as it will now be known. All right. So this one, we got a lot more information than what we got from Screen Rant. So thank you again, Povo do Drago.
That's People of the Dragon, for those who don't speak Portuguese.
I don't speak Portuguese. We are at the doors of the White Tower Hall, where an audience with the Amerlin will soon take place. Several Aes Sedai are gathered outside, and Liandrin and the voters of it's probably sitters of the Redajah, are prepared to enter the premises when they are stopped by Leane, who allows only Liandrin to enter, claiming that only one voter, or sitter, I guess, is needed in the hall. Reluctantly, Liandrin enters. As Swan is announced, Liandrin begins to accuse Swan regarding the events of last season, to which the Amerlin responds and accuses Liandrin of being able to break the 3 O's, as she is from the Black Aja, and the proof of this is in the witness brought there to that hearing, Nynaeve. Now, this was something that was left out of the Screen Rant article.
Yeah. This is like what should happen, but never does. It's like, oh, of course, yes, go there and tell them.
Well, Nynaeve isn't back at the tower, right? She's never there.
I know. I don't mean even just in this story. I mean in like any story you ever or TV show you watch. Like, why don't they just do that? Why doesn't you just come here and tell everyone?
Yeah.
Why don't they communicate with each other? Oh, they did. Finally.
So, all right. So Nynaeve, who Liandrin kidnapped and handed over to the Seanchan, she enters the hall looking somewhat cornered. Swan and the Aes Sedai channel toward Liandrin to stop her and begin to wound her. But the Red One fights back and summons other members of the Black Aja hidden among the voters, sitters, to help her. Then, all right, so that answers a question when we were like, how is Liandrin fighting off like the entire hall? That's impossible. Right. So there are other Black Aja in the hall. Then begins an insane clash between the channelers, with Alana and Liane defending the Amerlin. So Alana's there. So we had talked about Alana maybe being outside and them catching up to her. But no, she's there in the hall. So Alana and Liane defending the Amerlin against the Dark Sisters while plots are triggered. It's probably a poor translation. Aes Sedai are cut in half, which I think did we talk about that last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Aes Sedai are cut in half, columns of the hall are destroyed, and chaos ensues. Swan keeps the weave on Liandrin. It seems more like she's burning the red than just stopping her.
This is probably why her face looks red in the trailer.
Yeah, when she's
not blood, it's like
when she's hit by a rock and faints. I don't know if that means Liane. Oh, I guess that's Swan who faints then.
Swan.
Maybe? Okay. Nynaeve is in the background. She tries to channel, but as usual, she's blocked and can't help, but she's not hit. We see Moraine in the streets of Tarvalon looking at the White Tower at that moment, and we see an explosion coming from there.
So Liandrin is not a sitter. So maybe do Do you think they just keep all the Red Sisters out of the?
Is she a sitter in the show though? I feel like she might.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember
when they go
from
in
the
season 1. Pretty sure there were 3 Red Sisters sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah, she wasn't a sitter in
Karene, I think. Was she a sitter?
Yes.
But Alana wasn't a sitter in season 1, and she is in season
now?
2.
Well, I don't know if they say specific.
Alana? Why do you think she's a sitter?
I think they
were
specifically referred to that when she leaves the White Tower. That like they need sitters there.
Oh, they need votes,
I
and
thought...
she's leaving. Yeah, Sheriam says that to her.
Yeah.
She says we could use like the votes.
Oh, I thought it was just like we need your support, not necessarily that like.
I thought that too, Jen, but
vote.
maybe she's replacing Karene. I have no idea.
Right, that's a good point. Okay.
Yeah, she could be replacing her. But yeah, this was nice little bits of information that we didn't get last week that we have now. That fact that Nynaeve's there, that other Black Sisters come to the aid of Liandrin, that Alana is there too in the hall, so she didn't just catch up to them later, which I guess explains why Maxim, right, looked like he already had a wound.
So I guess
the warders,
Liandrin,
I don't know if they're allowed in the hall. They're probably not. They're probably way outside, I think, right?
But there's a big explosion, so.
Yes.
It sounds like Liandrin didn't know that Nynaeve was there until she walked in,
Right.
I guess.
I guess not. I mean, I guess.
Otherwise, why would she be there?
She didn't know Internal Affairs was setting her up.
Yes. No, I imagine she would have left before if she knew. She would have probably got out of there. And I guess the other Black Sisters didn't know that Nynaeve was there either, or what was going to happen. I mean, it sounds like Swan's kind of kept her cards close to the chest, probably, because she doesn't know who else is Black.
I don't even know if every Black Sister knows what Liandrin did, like necessarily. I don't know.
No, and they don't even know each other, right? They're in those hearts where it's only they know two other Black Sisters, right?
Yep.
So
I think these people find out about each other because they're all given the same mission, like Liandrin's team in the books. But who knows if that's like how exactly this works? Like if there's a plot if they already had a plan to leave and they're like,
but I mean, they could just see like Liandrin start channeling, then everybody like starts going, oh, okay, we're doing this, and then they like. Once they see other sisters coming out and attacking, then they could just be like, all right, it's over now. Let's just go crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm very excited to see this because remember, right, they said, or Rafe said that there's another 10 minutes of
in that vein
of the scene. And we've
probably
already seen clips
the Alana
of it.
fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely part of it, that fight out in the streets. But I'm so curious, like, what does Moraine do? Like, and right, we're pretty sure. Now that I don't know if that's her out. No, because that's raining when she's there. And when we see Alana, it's not raining. I wonder if that's the same scene. If that's like an episode 1 scene, the one with Moraine in the rain, it looks like she's in Tar-Valon.
I was going to make the same joke I made last week. I held it in.
Interesting though. I can't wait to see this. I'm excited.
It's gonna be good.
It's
gonna be good.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap our episode breakdowns up. We've listed all of the things that we think are going to happen, though now we probably have to add some and remove some, but we can do that as we go along. So I've got everything here together, and I figure let's start with cold opens. We came up with I think we came up with 8 cold opens. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we did come up with 8 cold opens. I'm going to read the first one, and we'll place it in the episode we think it's going to be. This is Black Aja flee the White Tower, women shredding each other bonkers. Do we think this is the cold open of the first episode?
Yeah, I think this is how the show begins.
All right, I'm putting it cold open for episode 301. Next cold open, Forsaken Tea Party. Lanfear, Magi, Samael, Asmodean set up plans. New Nameless, one has spoken to the Dark One. We talked about this. Someone says they spoke to the Dark One.
This is hard without knowing what's in each episode, because the cold opens usually reflect the episodes.
So
that being said, I'm going to say episode 6, 5 or 6.
I don't know.
Sure, but I'm just going to guess because that's
all right. Well, we can change them if we have to.
Yeah, if you want to move it along later. Okay, we got a sea folk ship coming to shore. Women putting on shirts. Introduction to the Sea Folk.
I don't know what that. 5. 2. Okay, sure.
Two. That's when Nynaeve and Elaida are going to get on a boat to Tanchico.
You think they leave for Tanchico that early?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that means
I don't know. What are they going to do in the White Tower?
When's Egwene's accepted test?
Episode 1
Episode
or 2.
1, yeah, I think.
Okay, well, I think
don't know.
Well, let's put this. Well, okay, hold on a sec, because we have a cold open as Egwene's accepted test, so
that's wrong. Unless it's 2.
So let's make that 2.
Okay, that's 2.
Okay, Egwene accepted
and then
test.
3 is the Sea Folk.
Oh wait, well, let's read through the rest of them. First,
No.
Well, we have Age of Legends, Luce Theron, post family kill. Post family. We have Luce Theron, after he killed his families. All right, so that's episode 8 because it's an Age of Legends. Perrin in the Two Rivers. Tam takes him to surprise Varen and Alana. That's funny. We put Varen and Alana there, but I think in another spot we didn't have Alana there. But
okay, I think Sea Folk is 3.
I like 3.
Perrin's 4.
Later.
I would switch. Okay. What else do we have? What's the other ones?
Tom.
All right, you think because if Perrin just got to the Two Rivers in episode 4, what the hell's he doing for the first 3 episodes?
I know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put that as 3.
Okay.
We'll put that as 3, even though it's probably not even a cold open. Obviously these aren't cold open. Sea Folk
4.
Okay. A wise one's
Tom.
talking about wetlander plans. Are they scheming sweat
7.
tent? 7. Okay.
And Tom 6.
We have a Tom Marilyn flashback.
That's too late for Tom to appear,
this is
but
definitely
whatever.
not happening. It doesn't have to be his first appearance.
Yes, it is.
This doesn't have
It
to
is happening.
No, I'm saying this doesn't have to be his first appearance, though. So.
I know what you're saying. I know, but I'm just telling you.
Okay, so this is a flashback with more gays. We find out Tarangale is going to murder her, and then whatever.
And Tom murders him. 6.
Okay. That's 5.
This is the episode where Elaine.
We have the Forsaken Tea Party at 6.
All right, fine. This is the episode where Elaine gets drunk and flirts with Tom.
I actually like reversing these two. I like the Forsaken Tea Party earlier at 5.
Go for it.
Okay, fine.
Tom flashback 6. All right. Now let's do the set pieces and then we'll get into the character arcs. Okay. So we have the Battle of Two Rivers, right? Saldean army arrives to help instead of the other towns. I love that touch, Jen. White Cloaks chicken out. Waygate closing.
That's 7.
You think this is episode 7? Big.
Yes, I think Perrin's storyline ends in episode 7.
Okay. Crystal columns, Daishane test by able to protect objects.
4.
First kill.
4.
Okay, we all think this is 4. Rand's proclamation as Kara Karn.
8.
8.
Okay.
Wait, we're just putting them in the episodes and then we got to move them around?
Yeah, we'll move around. We'll go through episode by
okay.
episode and put it in order.
My anxiety is not good.
Okay.
With this.
I mean, we could put them as we're going to. Nynaeve.
It's fine. No.
Nynaeve and Maggedian duel in Tanchico.
8.
All right. It's going to be an exciting episode. Matt fights Galad and Gowan.
2. Just shouting things out, Tom. If you think I'm wrong, tell me.
Ooh. That's all right. If we're doing it by the cold opens, sure. Yeah. So 2's fine.
I like 2. Bubble of Evil, weapons attacking
1.
cards. Well, now let's fix this, right? Because we know. All right, I want to review this one because this was a clip in the teaser, right? So we know there's the mirror rands that we have in this. Do we still think the weapons attacking cards come alive stuff is still going to happen with the other Taviran?
No,
probably not.
So they're
not important.
So just the mirror rands attack.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What episode do we think that's going to happen in?
1.
Okay. Finns, the Finland, going through the doorway.
8.
I was going to say 7.
Wow, 8.
I would say.
Well,
I think the Tanchico, the end of the Tanchico storyline is going to be episode 8.
I think if it's going to happen in Tanchico and towards the end of the season, I would guess that it would happen in the same episode that Nynaeve fights Moghedien.
Okay.
Because it'd be weird if they unless they're going to cut to all the storylines every episode, but I feel like they're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think I think episode 7 is going to be so heavy Perrin because he's not going to be in episode 8.
You're probably right. He probably won't be in episode 8. Maybe an aftermath scene or something. Okay, Lanfear and Moiraine fight and die. Moiraine finds Angreal. Lanfear wants it for her and Rand. That's kind of how we started the fight. It had something to do with that. So now I guess we have to talk about that because we see Moiraine in the teaser with the Choden ball, as people are calling it.
But is that real?
Is that real?
Or is that one of her?
No, I don't think so. It didn't have the spinning camera effect to it.
Every moment of it is going to have the spinning camera, though?
That's what Rafe said. That was in that whole episode. They used that spinning camera during.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Jen. I don't know if it's going to just constantly be spinning. I think people
maybe it like ends with it. A spin.
So you think she finds that scene of her with the ball is from her trip to Iridian?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I did, but now I'm hesitating.
All right.
All the Lanfear fights, everything we're seeing, I think most of the stuff that we're seeing is not real. Is in the columns.
Yeah, but I think
fighting.
But this we're talking about like the actual like the end of book 5, Moiraine Lanfear fight,
and it would be 8.
All right. Well, I was going to say, do you want to be bold
and put this before that?
Have them go before Rand goes to Al Khardal. Have that fight happen earlier in the season, like episode 7 or something.
You don't see Moiraine in the background of any of those shots.
Nope.
No,
it's just Rand. It's just Rand and Aiel walking up, and then just Rand and.
All right,
I don't know.
Put it in 7. I'm putting it in 7 for
not
now.
bold.
Terran rescue mission. We had a rescue mission, I guess, early on to go get maybe
3.
the Hawthorne.
Yeah, whatever episode with the cold open.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same episode. All right, makes sense. Shadow Spawn attack in the waste.
5?
Yeah, 5.
So this would be after the okay.
After Iridian.
After Iridian. All right. That would make sense if we put the because we have the Forsaken Tea Party there. Maybe that's part of the Tea Party they're talking about,
Yeah.
like, or I could see them talking about it afterwards and making a comment like who sent the Shadow Spawn, like arguing about that. But Tinker's attacked by Trollocs.
6.
Yeah.
All right, Tinker's Saldeans capture Tame with the help of Aes Sedai.
When did we put this in?
This has got to be 6, right? Because this is
The 6. Yeah, we said something crazy. You know what? Can we go back to the last thing and say
Tinker's attacked by Trollocs?
Make that I think if the Aiel are attacked by Shadow Spawn and the Tinkers are attacked by Shadow Spawn in the same episode, that there's like thematic resonance there.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost want to see that before the Road to Despair, but okay. I moved it to 5. Alviarin murders Swan, paves the way for Elaida to become Armerlin.
I don't know. I have no idea.
And then we find out she becomes the keeper.
Oh, it's 6 because she's killing. Everything crazy is in 6.
Okay.
Like things that aren't in the books at all, except for Jen's the Saldean army comes.
That's happening.
Right. That's happening.
Okay. Well, that's part of something that happens in the books now. We got a Perrin Slayer, Tel'aran'rhiod Riyadh set piece, perhaps Tower Genji. Slayer kills some wolves, like that encounter.
5?
Let's do. You want to do 6 since the Tinker. Wait, no. Does Slayer leave before the Tinkers come?
I say Slayer would probably be early on. I would say maybe I want to put it in 4, but I know you think that we're not going to get any Perrin in episode 4 because it's just going to be
I can't
waste.
get no Perrin in episode 4 and 8.
That's true.
It's like the books.
I think they'll cut away a little bit. I think it might be like 75% Roydian and like you got to break it up a little.
Because I wouldn't put it in this. Would we put it in the same episode where the Tinkers get attacked by the Trollocs?
That could be like the end of episode 5 where they're like, it literally ends with the Tinkers like limping into the 2 rivers, like
that's
all
true.
busted up.
All right, I'll put it in episode 5.
Yeah, like he goes to sleep that night and then he gets woken up by them coming in after they attack.
All right, those are our big set pieces that we have. The set pieces are second half of the season heavy for sure.
But we're churning through.
But we did get one each.
We're 2 columns out of I can't count how many.
Okay, the first thing on the next column we can just delete.
Okay, wait a sec. So the next group we're going to be doing is the Matt, Nynaeve, Elaine, Min, Tom group, which we all believe will eventually be going to Tanchico. So we'll do them all together. The first thing we have on there is Matt escorts the girls back to the White Tower per Rand's request. Not going to happen because it sounds like they're starting in there.
No, you know what? Though, but you could say like he stays. If you just change escorts to stays with the girls as per Rand's request.
But they're all there already. Like there's no. So you
just but this counteracts something else that we said. This like contradicts. I mean, about Matt going to Camelin.
It does. There's a lot in here that we're probably going to read. Because I think Matt is the most, again, baffling storyline that we're going to be able, because we have no idea. All we know is that he goes to Tanchico and probably fights Gowan and Galad.
Do nothing again.
Yes, that's more likely than not. I just want to again to set people's expectations. We're shoehorning in the like that he sees the fin. I don't see any. The show has shown no indication that is going to like. I
will beg to differ, Tom. On the road to Tarvalon, when they interviewed Sharon Gillam, remember we talked? She mentioned that she had to do.
Yeah, there's a creature. Yeah, I know.
What did she have to do?
She had to do a costume for a character that was like for one scene, and it was really bizarre and something we've never seen before.
The drag car.
I think it's. I hope that it's a fin of some kind, and we're gonna get this in.
So I'm getting rid of Matt escorts the girls back to Tarvalon because that's not happening.
Yeah.
So okay. Matt has his lucky night. We get Matt's luck.
I think that should be whatever episode we had the fight in, the same ep. It's gonna be the Matt episode.
Second episode. Okay, so second episode. All right. Matt meets up with. All right, so this might have to change. We have Matt meeting up with Tom and Tarvalon. Do we still think that's going to happen? I don't think that's going to happen.
Tarvalon to Tanchico.
Okay. We're changing that to Tanchico.
Or Camelin.
So you still think they're going to Camelin?
I think he's going to Camelin.
Okay, Camelin.
Probably not. I'm probably wrong. I can't, but I had to put some crazy things in here.
Okay, so Matt meets up with Tom and Camelin. So that would have to be episode 3 or 4 then? No, how does he go to Tanchico with the girls though? If he's already in the White, see that doesn't make any sense.
Because he finds out that they want to kill Elaine, and then he goes there,
and then goes to Tanchico.
Goes after them. That's what we said.
He delivers the letter. So that's the book, Joe.
He's not leaving the White Tower with the girls to go to Tanchico. No. Is what you're saying?
He pieces out. And he fights Galad, and he's like, Elaine "See you. Wouldn't want to be you."
This letter to my mother, so she calms down. And then he finds out while he's there that the mother is being compulsed.
Okay. So that's episode 3 or 4?
Compelled, right? Compulsed is not a word? Is that what everyone keeps saying?
Yes.
Compelled. She's being compelled.
Compulsed. That's my word.
She's under compulsion.
Not a word.
Under compulsion. That's how they actually described it in the books. They find out that she's under compulsion.
So episode 3?
Episode 3.
Or 4?
This could be a cutaway from Rodian.
4?
To me. Yeah,
Could be a cold open. Right. No. While helping the girls hunt Black Aja, Matt stumbles along a cache of magical items and falls into the doorway. Or goes into the doorway.
We're saying 8, right? 8's going to be fucking bananas. Oh my gosh. If 8 is going to be the end of
stuff's going to be pretty quick. It's going to be like powerful and impactful, but it's not going to take up a lot of screen time, I don't think. But let's finish the story.
Yeah, okay.
Then we'll go to Rand. Matt goes to Camelin to deliver a letter to Morgaze, so that's going to be in the same part with meeting Tom on episode 4. Matt overhears nefarious plot to kill Elaine, same episode. We're gonna episode 4. Wait, we can't put all this at episode 4.
3. What?
I think you're right. I think we have to move this to 3, Tom, because this is a lot of
I'm
stuff.
fine with that. Yeah,
this is all like
it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Two scenes. him in the castle and then him with Tom. There's different scenes. But
Well,
still.
the overhearing part of the nefarious plot to kill Elaine could take place in episode 4. Like he meets up with Tom in episode 3.
No, there's only
All
one
in
episode of Caitlin.
Okay. All right. Matt hangs from a tree in Viridian. We're scratching that out now. We have no evidence that Matt's going to Viridian at all. I mean, it could pop up at the very end, and it's obviously they just didn't show it to us.
Yeah, that's what we anticipated. That like he goes in. That's why it's in there. Is that he goes in Tanchico and he comes out in Viridian.
But who saves him then? Because Rand's going to be busy with an alternate doll. It's just nice to kill him off the show.
Well, do you like? I guess the question is, right? Is Rand going to be fighting Asmodean and capturing Asmodean at the end of the season?
I think we have that in here.
Right. So that's it. He captures Asmodean, and when he's done with that battle, he sees Matt hanging from a tree.
You want to keep that in there? All right, let's keep it in there.
Sure.
I don't. Yes, I do. I desperately want Matt to form the band in season 4.
Let's just shoehorn it in there. This is for fun, right? When it's not like we're making it
right. If we get any of it right, I'll be surprised.
It's very, very serious, Joe.
Okay,
it's not for fun.
Sorry, everybody. Matt goes to Tanchico via Beldomen ship.
4.
4?
That would have to be after the Camelin, right? So
after
episode 3. Right? He could even leave
3.
at the end of episode 3.
Yeah, could be 3.
You want to put that all in episode 3?
Goes to Camelin. Is that like him on the ship or him getting on the ship?
No, this is him going to Tanchico.
No, I know.
3. 3. That works.
He could leave at the end of episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And then episode 4, time passes, and then you can be in Tanchico for episode 5.
Because we do have a cold open with a sea folk ship, so that's interesting as well. That kind of ties nicely. Maybe that's the sea folk ship in Tanchico. Matt arrives to Tanchico right after that. Like the cold open is the sea folk introduction, and then you see Beldomen's ship coming in episode 4. Look at that. That ties in. Oh, episode 4. Sorry. All right. Rand asked Matt to escort the girls to the White Tower. That's not happening.
We did it twice?
Yeah.
I think, I might have missed that one. Sorry. Matt, Tom, and Min arrive in Tanchico. Because we have
What are we doing with Min?
Yeah, what are we doing with Min? I have Min going to Camelin with Matt.
I think Min is with Liandrin still. And then I think she separates from Liandrin during the season at some point.
So we get a shot of Min in the teaser, and she appears to be in some sort of... It looks like a storeroom of some sort with all kinds of weird antiquities and curiosities. So that's probably Tanchico. The question is she in Tar Valon in the beginning with the rest of them? I mean, it would make sense if Liandrin goes back. I don't know. Wouldn't Min want to be as far away from her as Liandrin as possible? I don't know.
She can't.
So you think Liandrin takes Min back to Tar Valon? Maybe she's got her prisoner again. I don't know.
No, I don't think she's like a prisoner. I think like she is, but not in like the locked up in a room way.
So Min's in Tar Valon, and then she goes with Matt to Camelin. That's what we said. She goes to Matt.
I know. I don't like that. I think Min is with the Black Aja, and then she turns.
So when they all escape, they drag Min with them.
Yeah, I don't even know if you see it, but she's with them in Tanchico.
I don't like that now because I feel like the fact that we saw Min, she does not in the teaser. She looks like she's in Tanchico, but she wasn't with the Black Aja. She looks like she's
That's at the end.
On her own, potentially.
That's at the end.
I don't know.
After she separates from them.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Matt doesn't trust her now. Why would her being with the Black Aja make him go, okay, I think she's cool?
No, because
I feel like she would go with him to make up for what she had done to him.
I don't think he would want her to go with it. Like, I just feel like there's no reason for them to be friends again.
We talked about that and when we made these up.
I know. I don't think I don't think we ever agreed.
The thought was that she just goes. Like, he says, I don't want you to come, but she's going anyway, and she follows him.
What?
No. Yeah, that's what we said.
I don't like that. It's stupid.
I hear what you're saying.
She just walks behind him? Like, what?
Like,
no.
Okay.
Yes. So just like Perrin follows Fael or Fael follows Perrin to
But like, I also feel like what you're saying is he doesn't trust her, but when he finds out that she's with Black Aja, he's like, okay, now I trust you.
No, she's not with them like because she wants to be with them.
I understand that.
And then
like,
she turns on them and gives the good guys information and helps them and infiltrates and sees things and helps them out. And then
we discussed all this episodes ago, and we came up with this. So I'm gonna stick with it because we came up with it. At least because we argued this
on all of these things.
We argued this specific thing in that episode, and we came up with her going to Camelin with Matt.
Okay. That's all we have for her, the entire character.
Well, no, she's just going to be with other people. Like
goes to Camelin with Matt.
Yeah, because all her stuff, she's just going to be tagging along with people. So Matt, Min, and Tom arrive in Tanchico. That'll be episode 4, right? If they leave on the ship in episode 3, they arrive in Tanchico in episode 4. Matt and the gang go to rescue the girls in the palace. So this is Matt, Min, Tom, helping the girls out in the palace. But would that be at the end?
Yeah, I think what we had envisioned was that they don't like Matt and company get there and are just trying to find where the girls are and what's going on. And by the time they do, the girls have already tried to infiltrate the palace.
So this would be at the end, like episode 7?
Yeah, episode 7.
But we also have Matt. No, because we have Matt stumbling upon a cache of magical items in the doorway in episode 8. So maybe
so he gets to the place in episode 7.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So he goes to rescue them. Then the next episode is when he stumbles. Okay, that makes sense. We also have Matt killing Jacob Carradine as well.
I think that's episode 8.
Does that happen in the book?
No.
So why? I don't even remember putting that in.
Because I think we were like Jacob Carradine's like a one and done.
Because it's not in the books. That's why we put it there. Yeah. I don't. So he's gonna.
Oh, episode 6. Episode 6 is the shit that just happens in the show. You leave it there.
Put in episode 6.
Kills him early in the street. Just accidentally kills him.
Well, maybe that's when that's how he finds out that the girls are going to the palace. He runs into White Cloaks. He gets into a scuffle with Jacob Carradine. Kills Jacob Carradine. Next episode, he's like, we gotta go to the palace to save the girls.
All right. I don't know. I feel like it's like, I feel like, pardon me, the Perrin and Rand storyline is going to take a lot of time. We need the girls' storyline to take a lot of time as well.
Oh, so they have a lot. There's a lot here for them.
No, I understand. But like what we're saying here is Matt finds out. The next episode, he goes to another building in the city. The next episode, he goes into the building. Yeah. That's like, 2 hours worth of time, maybe.
I mean, that's all we're going to see, Matt. That's true.
Let's put. Let's have him kill Carradine in the building in 8.
That's a lot to put in there. With Finn, like,
or 7. You can have him put him in 7 then.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, they get in, they kill him, and then he's just trying to. He's running around it. Rest that.
Yeah, we also have some White Cloak stuff over there. We'll have to drag over. All right, Nynaeve and Elaine, we have them together just because they're probably going to be doing almost everything together. Except now we have Nynaeve. We have to put this in the beginning. Nynaeve tells the other Aes Sedai, right? Reveals Liandrin is Black Aja to the hall. So we're putting that in there.
Mm-hmm.
New piece of information there. All right, let's go. We've got Elaine and Rand relationship established. He finds her fascinatingly intelligent. This would have to be episode 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. Elaine asked Matt to deliver a letter to her mom to let her know she's okay.
2.
All right. Meet the Trackens.
Gawain and Galad?
No,
the whole case could be episode 1.
1. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. This is that scene we're supposed to get in Camelin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? We're supposed to get a scene in Camelin?
Yeah, but I don't think a lot.
Which now could be the scene that we're talking about later on, though.
Well, I think it's 1 no matter what. So
okay. Right. Nynaeve and Elaine go to.
Oh, wait a second.
Wait, what?
What? I know the audition scripts are just are just suggestions.
Yeah,
right?
we didn't even talk about those when we made this up because those.
But like we have to be right. As long as Min is still in the tower, because Elaida has a scene with her in the audition script. So that's a point. That's a point in the Min doesn't leave with Liandrin.
Yes, that's
bucket,
true.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
That's true. That's right. Yeah, there you go. If that's true, if that scene is true, well, let's put that in here. Where does that scene happen?
I would say episode 2.
Episode 2. That's Egwene's accepted test. That makes sense.
And that could be a driver for Min to go. No, I'm going with you. I'm also leaving. Too many people here know what my deal is.
Well, I think
I would like it better if
Go ahead.
Min went with Nynaeve and Elaine rather than Matt.
But we don't think that's true. Well, maybe it
Sure.
Because I just don't think that Matt would be like, all right, come on. Like if Swan was even like,
why would she go with
take
them
this
though?
girl
She
with
doesn't
you.
even really
I don't
know
know.
them.
like maybe
She's
Swan
met
hooks them up.
Nynaeve
She's
once.
met Nynaeve and Egwene in the tavern, but that's they never had any. That was their
Maybe
interaction.
Swan says go with them because you could be helpful in this. Whatever, who cares? And Min already knows probably that she's supposed to hook up with Rand, right? So she has to be like,
Just be like, let me
with these
befriend this
people.
other
Yeah,
chick
let me
that's
just-
also gonna hook up with
no,
him.
but let me just like get in with these people. Like I'm involved here. So I don't know. I just don't like her going with Matt.
I know you don't like her, but she's already got an existing relationship with him, so it's easy to pair them up again and just
Not for
continue
Jen.
That's
that.
the second reason I don't like it.
Well, I know I don't like it either, Jen, but this is what we have to live with.
I don't
it.
mind. I don't mind what Jen's saying here. If we want to compromise today and
So
say
we
that
want to say
that
so
Swan
she doesn't
sends
go to
him-
Camelin then at all.
Yeah, she's not there.
Oh, then she does not go to Camelin.
So Min doesn't go to Camelin with Matt. All right, I'm taking it out then.
No.
All right, so okay.
Oh my God, if she goes, I'm gonna be so embarrassed.
If that's
After
the one thing we almost got right and we just took it out.
After every episode, we have to go through these and see like how many things.
Well,
We got
yeah, of course
Andy.
so.
Anything that wasn't previously told to us. Correct. Let's see.
Okay, so I'm gonna put
We nailed that first scene.
So I'm gonna update this next one to Nynaeve, Elaine, and Min go to Tanchico on a sea folk vessel.
Yes.
Smash
Yeah.
and grab job. What episode is that in?
So what do we do to see folk cold open in?
Well, we have Matt going to
3.
Yes, we have Matt going to Tanchico at the end of episode 3.
What?
Yeah,
No,
let's- I think the girls leave. If you're gonna do that,
Before
the girls
that.
leave in episode 3. I think Matt can leave for Tanchico in episode 3, but he shouldn't get there to episode 5.
Yeah, well, maybe the girls arrive in Tanchico towards the beginning of episode 3, and then Matt decides to go there, and at the end of episode 3, and he's there at episode 4.
Well, then we can't have the sea folk cold open in episode 4 if
Yes, I agree. If they're going to be
we
on the
already
boat
saw
with the-
them.
So what's the cold open for episode 3?
Perrin and the
Perrin
Two
and the
Rivers,
Two Rivers.
Tam takes him to surprise.
Oh, well.
To
I mean, I don't know.
Surprise, Varen and Alana.
Do you want to? I'm gonna be like this. We want to just eliminate a cold open for episode 4, just being that that's the Roydian episode.
Well, this doesn't have.
Maybe
We could not make this a cold open, but do you still think there's going to be a sea folks? We still think there's going to be
Yeah.
a sea folks scene, though.
Yeah, you can just put that as a scene in episode 3.
Okay. So then, when does Nynaeve and Elaine and Min go to Tanchico? Episode 3.
I think they leave. Yeah, they leave.
I mean, it could be the end of episode 2. Right? If Egwene's acceptance
Yeah.
test is the beginning of episode 2, maybe they leave for Tanchico at the end of episode 2. Because if we're having the Min Elaida,
It could be, and then you're still
Elaine
limiting
asks
your.
Matt to
right?
deliver the letter, and then they leave at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't mind that too. You're thinking logistically about how they've limited what episode Sophie Okonedo's been in.
Yeah.
She's in 1 and 2, and maybe she's in one more episode towards the end. You know.
Okay, so let's do that. So we got Nynaeve and Elaine stay at the inn pretending to be Aes Sedai. And I guess Min too, right?
In Tanchico?
Yeah, this is in Tanchico.
I would say that's 4, but I'm hesitant to put anything else.
I mean, this could
In
be
4
episode
now.
3, because if they're going to Tanchico at the end of episode 2, then this
Oh,
might
all
happen in
right.
episode 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
But then, yes. Okay. Yes. I think they should be in Tanchico before Matt leaves to go to Tanchico.
Yeah.
So if it's happening in the same episode, that makes sense to me.
okay. So Nynaeve, Elaine, and Min meet a local named Aeginin who helps them find the Black Aja. Episode 3?
Episode 5.
5? Okay.
5.
Aeginin smuggles them into the palace.
Episode
7 or 6?
7.
Okay. Aeginin is revealed to be Sean Chen.
6.
Oh, 6? Really?
Right. They meet her in 5. She's Sean in 6.
Okay.
And then they deal with her anyway.
I like Jen. What do you want to push it to 7?
I was gonna, yeah.
I'm
But
with.
you think they're gonna go into the palace in 7 and then still be in there in 8, like 2 episodes?
Well,
at the
it could
end
be-
of
Yeah,
that?
that's what we're saying, right? We're saying 7 is Matt finds them. They're in the palace and he goes after them. That's all.
Okay.
Maybe Aeginin's the one who tells him, but I kind of want to push that reveal off to this episode 7 as well.
Go for it. Maybe Matt's the one who finds out. They never find out.
Oh,
And Matt
Matt's the one
finds
who
out that she's Sean Chen. Yeah.
Okay. I like the whole idea of her like helping them to sneak in, and then it's revealed during that time that she's Sean Chen, and then they're like questioning whether they should trust her.
Right. I do too.
Okay, Nynaeve fight with Moghedien.
Yeet.
Episode 8, right? We're putting that whole showdown. They escape with the bracelets and the Panarch. That would be episode 8 as well, right? Okay, we're a little thin on episode 4. Well, 4 we know is going to be a lot of...
Yeah, it's also all the Rand stuff.
6 is
We have
also-
one scene in there that's going to be 40 minutes long.
I didn't
We have
go...
all the flashbacks.
I've got some White Cloak stuff here as well. White Cloaks in
There we go.
Tanchico establishing order, set up in the Panarch's palace.
That's episode 5.
Where are you?
All the way to the right, Jen. It's the White Cloaks are at the end on the top.
Right.
You're saying episode 5.
Right. Episode 5 the Forsaken Tea Party episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Carradine is leading them. That would be the same episode. That
Right.
probably should have been one card. Carradine is revealed to be a dark friend consorting with Liandrin by way of Moghedien.
6.
All right.
Or maybe it's all 5? I don't know. Maybe it's all 5.
It's funny because we have a lot of dark friend type things happening right now in episode 6, and there's an episode title that actually kind of would fit that.
Good.
All right. Carradine sets a trap to capture Elaine and Nynaeve in the palace,
7.
orchestrated by Samael.
7.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to jump to, before we go to another storyline, we're going to talk about the Aes Sedai, various Aes Sedai. So we had put in Varen and Adelia's discover that Matt's sisters can channel, even though in the beginning, other one, we put Alana. Now I'm going to put this back to Alana, and the reason I'm going to do that is because Rob from Malkier Talks said that when he got to visit the Two Rivers set, there was like a book or something that the actors had signed at the time when they were filming, and her and I think he said also Taylor had signed it. It was only like the people who were apparently on the Two Rivers set.
Taylor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh wait, no, did he say Taylor signed it? I don't remember now. I might be adding that in. I might be making that part up.
Not that he couldn't be there, but
No, not that he couldn't be there, but I might be making that up. But he did say Priyanka signed it, so I think we are getting Varen and Alana.
Yeah, it makes more sense, pardon me.
Okay, so I've got Varen and Alana discovering that Matt's sister or sisters can channel. Would that be the Perrin rescue mission? Perrin.
No, I would say after that. Because after the rescue mission, they are able to operate openly, like more openly in the Two Rivers. Because Perrin's kind of like established order in the town.
He's established dominance.
5.
Now, so yeah, we're kind of leaving episode 4 open for mostly waste stuff. So I guess we'll put it in episode 5, which would be like the same episode that Perrin. There's a lot of Paris actually stuff in episode 5, which would make sense if we're going to get a lot of Isle waste stuff in episode 4. Let's update this to Varen and Alana again. Varen and Alana are in the Two Rivers searching for girls who can channel with Tomas, most powerful channel in 1,000 years, gets said. We have this getting said. That would be early on, right? That would be in...
So it'd be whatever the cold open episode is with them.
Yeah, 3. All right, so episode 3. Varen is interested in Perrin's Taviran-ness.
That's also episode
5, maybe? Or are we going to...
I think it's gonna be
6.
No, earlier, right? Yeah, 5 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's probably gonna be the episode where he starts to like rally people around and stuff, and then he it works. It doesn't work with the Tinkers. He goes in the dream, hunts Slayer. The Tinkers come back. They got attacked.
Okay.
That like ups the stakes for like it's not as successful as it's not as easy as he thinks it's going to be, kind of a vibe.
Okay. We got Swan enlisting the girls to hunt the Black Aja. Some paranoia going there.
2.
2? You don't think it's 1? 2.
No.
Oh,
I think it's
after
2.
her Egwene's accepted test, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
After Egwene leaves. She's gone.
All right, we've got a bunch of Elaida stuff here now from the Aes Sedai list. Camelin, we got a Camelin scene. Morghese sends Elaida to White Tower to find out about Elaine with Galad and Gowan. That would have to be episode 1, right?
1.
Yeah.
Because we have Matt fighting them in episode 2.
Yeah.
Elaida shows up at the White Tower and asks Leane where Elaine is. Would that be episode 2? Like she arrives?
That might be the end of it. That might be the end of episode 1. Like it's if
that's a big time jump. Like you're saying that they're in Camelin, and then by the end of the episode,
okay, we start at episode 2. Start at episode 2 where she arrives. Yeah.
Okay.
And just make episode 2 the Elaida showcase.
Well, I guess the question is no, we're saying Elaida shows up, that Elaine is there. That's how we have it.
She's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's before she leaves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Elaida converses with Elaine, Nynaeve, Egwene, Min. We kind of have that with the Min conversation there already. Yeah. So we'll put that in here. That could maybe part of that audition script scene or branch off of that scene. Elaida talks to Min about her gift. She can foretell and talks about the key to winning the last battle. That's the same thing.
Yep.
I already had it when I tried to add it in.
Yeah, extra heavy.
I guess we did think about those audition scripts. We still didn't put in that scene, though, with Elaida. I'm sorry, which we think is Samael, that weird, interesting scene that I don't think is really going to be in the show.
No, that one feels so odd that I feel like it's just like, that's just I don't know.
Yeah.
A weird scene for Samael.
It would make more sense if it was an Asmodean scene, because Asmodean's the one who gets captured.
It's true.
Elaida, intent on bringing down Swan, drums up support. Alviarin, some Alviarin interaction. You think this is going to all happen in episode 2?
Well, it's the seeds are going to be sown, I think.
It's a lot of Elaida in episode 2 then.
I think that she might be in more of it. That could be an episode 3 bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking more interaction with the girls in episode. Although you're right, Jen, it's only like one scene, really.
No, because here's why.
Or
here's
two
why
scenes,
I say that.
Maybe
She shouldn't be to that point until Elaine goes missing again.
Oh, that's true.
So I would say episode 3 or even episode 5.
Yeah,
that's the next thing.
Episode 3 or episode 5.
I think 3.
Work at 3, and then like have it percolate, and then the next time you come, right? I want it to, like, and then like the next time you come back to the tower, it's.
I mean, Sophie Okonedo has never been in more than 2 episodes.
Yes.
So it's like she might not be in episode 3.
Oh, that's a
This
good
all
point.
could be happening in the first 2
I
episodes.
don't know. Do you think maybe she's going to be? I feel like they have to spread her out though in the season because of just the events that happen. I can't imagine cramming all of her events into like 2 episodes. But
yeah, they can't break. I feel like she's got to be in the 3rd episode this year. I do too.
Yeah, I think so too. So I mean, we have her now. Yeah, because. Well, Elaida intent on bringing Swan down. Swan doesn't need to be in that scene. This is her, right. I think, Elaida going out and talking with other people in the tower, trying to drum up support. So
yeah.
So we would have. I mean, right now, I think we would have Swan in episodes 1, 2, and then whatever the coup is, which is probably going to be whatever 6, maybe potentially, since we have 6 is pretty empty right now. But we have Elaida finds out Swan sent Elaine out of the White Tower. This is a straw that breaks the camel back. That could be episode 3, right? So she talks to Elaine and then finds out. Well, no, she wouldn't know that until episode 3 because we have the end of episode
3. Yeah,
yeah. That's when we get her intent on bringing Swan down.
Right.
Elaida and company barge into the Armelin study and shield Swan.
Is 7?
No, I think you have Alviarin. Oh, no, we don't have Alviarin. Yeah, we do have Alviarin killing Swan in 6.
6, yeah.
So this has to happen, but the coup has to happen in either 6 or 5.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to space. Okay, 6. Let's put it in 6.
I mean,
even though someone pointed out that 1, 2, 7, 8 are the same directors, so like it does make probably more sense to do that
with the actors, though.
No, all right. I think yeah. Let's make it 6.
Okay.
I like the fact that like if the tower is completely unstable in the background while all of these other terrible things are happening,
mm-hmm.
it adds more dramatic heft to it, I think.
Yeah. The final thing we have for Elaida is her taking the Armelin seat and spouting her nonsense.
I think that's the hot close of the season.
Really? But so we're saying the coup's going to take place in episode 6, and then the hot close 3 episodes later is her on the seat. But we know that's starting. I feel like that's weird to like wait that long to put her on the seat.
I don't think the coup is going to take 8 episodes.
I don't think so either.
All right, so it's 6. Then that's it.
Like I don't know. I feel like they could do other things and.
Yeah, just, like, 7 and 8 are going to be like Rafe said, right? This is Perrin and Rand season. I think 7 and 8 are going to be Perrin, Rand, and the girls probably mostly.
Yeah. No, but like you could even start talking about Saladar at the end of the season.
Oh wow!
Like if the coup happens in like 6.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like established, but it could be like a letter or something from someone like, we heard that
that could be a
setting
Tanchico
up in a place called Saladar,
right?
or something. You know?
Yeah.
So we want to put that in here, like Saladar, like while the girls are in Tanchico, this is like they meet in Aes Sedai and get a message. We didn't put Rima in this, by the way, who we think is going to be in this season. Is there any potential?
I
don't know if she's back with the Aes Sedai though, or if she's with the Seanchan.
I think that there's a better chance of like an establishing. Oh, no, we do. Okay, so we didn't put her in, but we have Aegeanin as a character. Rima should just be with her.
Well, that's what I was saying. She would be in Tanchico, if anything, I would guess, if we're putting Rima in here.
You think she's, like, freed from being in Damane?
No, I think I think she's a prisoner because she's revealed to Aegeanin that all the Soldam can be Damane.
So is that the part of the Aegeanin is revealed to be a Seanchan, like we learn, and has Rima?
Rima and the Soldam captured.
That makes Aegeanin a villain, then.
Well, she is at the start, and then she becomes a good person. Like she's a villain because of her culture. She becomes good because innately she's not a bad person.
She changes.
Yeah, but if she's got like a character that we all love captured,
but she hasn't. Like, if you establish the fact that like she knows she should kill her, but she's not doing that because she doesn't know. Like, she also knows it's not right what's happening anymore. She's like basically she's in conflict, and this like her meeting the girls is what causes her to free Rima at the end of the season or whatever. That she's a good guy.
How is she capturing her?
She's already captured. She's demonic.
But then she has to have a Soldam, otherwise her collar would have fell off.
She does. She has a Soldam. Well, she has them both captured.
That's what Tom said. He's a Soldam and
both of them captured.
Yes, and the Soldam also is collared.
But you don't need a Soldam. We know that that's not true. You can take off the bracelet, right? Like we see that in the second season. Rena takes off her bracelet and hangs it up.
And just leave like this. So her Soldam. What happened to her Soldam? Though
we don't need to know that.
If she's alive, then
we don't. It doesn't matter. Just like Loyal getting stabbed by the attacker and not being addressed doesn't matter. This is at least it doesn't like you could make 100 assumptions that whatever the Soldam took it off or.
It's more important that not only does she have Rima, but she has a Soldam that has a dam around her neck.
Yeah, I think
that's all that's important. Like, and like that's it. Like she knows what this is. This is a bomb, and she's trying to figure out what she's going to do about it. Yeah. That's her conflict. And then, if she frees Rima, then she's a good person at the end of the season.
Okay, I almost want her to be revealed now in episode 6, but
go for it. Don't have Matt do it. They have the audience just find out her themselves.
Okay, let's put in episode 6. Moving it over. Moghedien visits the girls to investigate the 2 Aes Sedai arriving in Tanchico. So the girls arrive in Tanchico in episode 3.
Maybe 5. Maybe even 5.
Okay. We barely have any Forsaken stuff in here, but there's probably going to be a lot. I don't have Lanfear in here at all because she's basically just going to be... I think I have her in Rand's storyline and Moiraine's storyline.
Yeah, that's where I think she'll be for the most part.
We have Moghedien is set up in a lady's manor. We're going to get a scene there with the Black Aja. When do you think we're going to see that? So the Black Aja flee in episode 1. The girls go to Tanchico at the end of episode 2. Do we see the Black Aja in Tanchico with Moghedien in episode 2 or 3?
Guess 3. I would say 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Moghedien arrives and takes control. Oh, I guess it's the I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it should be we had something, the Black Aja were, running things, and then she comes in and just takes control.
Oh, yeah. So the setup in the Lady's Manor was the Black Aja, sorry. And then Moghedien comes in and takes. So maybe that's episode 5? Same episode she visits the girls. She goes in and takes... Maybe she visits the girls first.
No, I think that should be before that. I think that should be episode 3. I think you should already know when she visits the girls that, she's in control of what's going on in the city.
Okay. All right. I'm going to skip... We're going to do the Iowa storyline last. Let's go to the Perrin storyline. 2 rivers. We got Perrin, Fael, Loyal, Bane, and Chiad. Perrin hears about White Cloaks in the 2 rivers and decides to leave.
1.
Right, that would be episode 1. Somewhere. Let's see, hold on. Sorry. Give me a minute. Let's pause for a second here because I want to clean this up so I can read it better.
Do you think we have time to do these last 2 tonight while we're paused?
Do you want to...
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot left.
Okay, we can wrap it up and finish next week.
What do you think, Tom? I don't know.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
It's gonna be at least another hour.
That's true. Yeah, it's gonna take 45 minutes. All right.
It's a good place to pause.
All right, unpause. All right. The next storyline is Perrin. We got Perrin and 2 rivers, and we also got the Io Waste. So I think maybe let's extend this one more episode. Let's pause. Let's pause right here, and we'll finish this next week.
Sounds good. I'm running out of lyrics to Hazy Shade of Winter, but we'll figure it out.
That's okay. We've already had the teaser, so you can change.
I can use any lyric from the teaser now, not ones that are appropriate to.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So let's wrap it up here. I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media. You could follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Threads, all those things. Join us over in Discord to continue the conversation there. We also post our episodes on YouTube, so be sure to go to our YouTube page to like and subscribe. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts. And check out our merchandise and Patreon pages. You can support us that way. Links to all the aforementioned information are included in the show notes to this episode. Final words, Jen and Tom.
Oh, do you have a final word, Tom?
Yeah, by the time you've listened to this episode, if you aren't listening right now live as we're recording it, What Idol's holiday special will have been played. It's being dropped tomorrow for us, Saturday, which is 2 days ago for you if you're listening to this when it first gets released. I'm sure it's awesome. We've got a parody there. Other people I have as well. You should watch that.
Yeah. Definitely go check that out if you're not listening to this episode in 2025 or 2020 or 20.
Well, whatever, it still exists. You could go listen to the parody that we did 5 years ago.
The internet is forever.
Well, yeah, but I think if we stop paying for the hosting, the episodes might go away. So
20xd6.
I've set aside a trust fund to continue to.
Well, I did invest in that time travel.
In perpetuity.
I did invest in that time travel fund, which I have to find I think I have my sheet somewhere, by the way. So if it wasn't a farce and they do invent time traveling at some point in the future, I'll be rich. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone for listening, and you'll hear us next time.